Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jeevanam Kavi Bhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Ye Bhurida Janaha Bhuvi Grananti Ye Bhurida Janaha. Master's birthday is going on in full swing. Groups of devotees are arriving one after the other. Huge crowd has gathered since the morning. Master has finished his noon food and was talking to people. Presently some devotees from Konnagar arrived, singing kirtan to the accompaniment of drums and cymbals. As they reached the northeast veranda of Sri Ramakrishna's room, Master joined in the music, dancing with them, intoxicated with divine joy. Now and then he went into samadhi, standing still as statue. While he was in one of these states of divine consciousness, the devotees put thick garland of jasmine around his neck. The enchanting form of the Master reminded the devotees of Chaitanya, another incarnation of God. The Master passed alternately through three moods of divine consciousness. The innermost, when completely lost all knowledge of this outer world; semi-conscious, when you danced with the devotees in ecstasy of love; and the conscious, when he joined them in loud singing. He was indeed a sight for gods. To see the Master standing motionless in samadhi with fragrant garlands hanging from his neck, his countenance beaming with love, and the devotees singing and dancing around him. The birthday celebration by the devotees, they have come to know in a vast circle. All people have joined. Devotees are coming again and again in groups. Now from Konnagar, a group of devotees have come who have been the singers of kirtan with drums and cymbals. Usually we see very rarely, but in those days of our childhood days, we used to see many people taking a harmonium, hanging around the neck, and then the drums also hanging around the neck, from the neck to tabla, and this one they will take, or mridang they will take and sing and go in the streets. Fine voice, fine way of singing, beautiful this one. And even the Dasa Sampradayas people, they also used to sing and go. Like that, in Bengal also, bowls and all this and group singing of kirtan. They are as if professionals, well trained, and who have picked up the essence of singing and bringing the bhavas into picture. Singing is one art, but making others feel and raising their consciousness to a higher level of, if you can do that. There, the musical perfection is not much important, but the way we manifest, the way in which even small singings, kirtan type, in kirtan there is a kind of repetitive chanting, the same verses as if they are going round again and again with every expression. Kirtans. These are kirtankars, not classical singers. Classical singers have so much of technicality to present in a particular form. Here they are free to sing to the bhava. They themselves will be singing and weeping. They themselves will be singing and dancing. They make others also dance. They make others also weep. Such kind of group it is, who are the bhavastas, who are emotionally involved in singing and make others emotionally get involved in the singing. Sri Ramakrishna used to like this kind of kirtan singers, more of technicality where the bhavas do not appear, the feelings do not come out, the emotions do not rouse. Such singing Sri Ramakrishna never liked. Oh, that group came and sang and went away, I could not get feeling, bhava I could not get. They could not raise my spiritual consciousness. Many times Sri Ramakrishna we see telling, they came, sang and went. But this kind of singing is, as the kirtan singers are coming, with drums and cymbals, they are already coming, singing itself. And then you can see Master immediately getting up, joining them in singing, joining them in dancing. They are dancing and coming. The Sri Ramakrishna also joins them. Master joined in the music, dancing with them, intoxicated with divine joy. The names and glories of God. The world of spirit is entirely different. By our standard of materialistic enjoyments of the world, you cannot compare it. All the joys of the world, whatever way you can enjoy, whatever world can give you, is just an iota of that ocean. So when you enter the inner world, it is always associated with great amount of peace and then ananda, bliss. Bliss and peace accompanies the bhavas there. Enjoyments are refined. It is expression of as if Atman, the spiritual consciousness, spiritual awareness is expressed, and it takes to a different level of consciousness. Just like what is the difference between waking and dreaming? In dream also we enjoy. When we wake up and see how much unreality it contains, we will know. In the same way, the spiritual world and the physical world in which we live has the same degree of differences. When we come down from that, oh, I lost something, when I get into that state, we gain something which can never be experienced in the physical world. So, at my will, at the way in which I want, and the highly refined state of existence where the here bodily identity which is associated with all limitations. Senses are limited, mind is limited, bodily movements are limited. All this with limitation. It is like putting a person in prison house and giving him some food. There everything, body limitations are not there. Mental limitations are not there in spiritual world. Sensual limitations are not there. No kind of limitations. You are free, free, free in every way. You expand to the limitless dimension. Imagine the joy, peace and bliss that you experience in the spiritual world compared to the external world. It is a prison house with all enjoyments. It is a prison house of all limitations. There it is not a prison house. It is a field of complete liberation, total liberation, total freedom, total limitlessness. That is the spiritual world. And beauty also is incomparable of the spirit with the matter. Matter, what ultimate what beauty it can give. Beauty of skin deep, beauty of a person, beauty of a flower. It is there as you are seeing it is fading away. And how much beauty can matter give? Look at the spirit. Just a difference between a dead body and a living body. How it participates, the living body, how it participates. Body is there. Dead body also body is there. Living body also body is there. Matter, as the material aspect increases, the participation goes to the zero. Exactly resembling a person. A wooden doll is there. You want to love and play. It may be a robot which can dance with you. But where is the consciousness? Where is the reciprocating? Because there is no Chaitanya, consciousness is not there. So like that, there it's consciousness alone. It responds, it plays, it is living, it is pure consciousness. Here matter, the matter is just as if spirit taking a form. Here spirit is almost nil in a living being also. So how much beauty it could have, how much of joy release it can have, how much of participation in the spiritual world can give. You cannot compare with the physical world. Any person, how much participation can that person give? And how much God and goddesses can participate with us. It is unimaginable. The deities, the Ishtadevata and all. It takes the man into the ocean of bliss, ocean of peace. Here everything is lacking peace we are enjoying. Every enjoyment of the materialistic world, any kind of enjoyment, is deprived of peace and excitement of senses. There it is calming down of senses, calming down of mind, the bliss pervading the whole being. So that bliss, Sri Ramakrishna is joy, dancing in joy. Dancing with them, intoxicated with divine joy. Now and then he went into samadhi, standing still as a statue. Next, he explains, dancing, he becomes immobile. Means the inner bliss has overpowered, the inner peace has overpowered, it has made the body motionless. Just like we enter into sleep, we go deeper and deeper, how the body becomes totally still. It is immobile. No force is there, working in the body to move it. Only life is continuing with the heartbeat and pumping of blood. The whole thing is lying down. Same thing happens. The inner absorption makes the external bodily existence still and immobile. Statue. While he was in one of these states of divine unconsciousness, the devotees put thick garland of jasmine around his neck. Usually people touching him or coming in contact when he's samadhi, it will immediately used to break. But he is in such a state, and the devotees have pure, when they start seeing master dancing, whole group is dancing, everybody is forgotten their identity. I am so and so, I am such and such person, everything is forgotten. The whole thing is dancing, and joy is overflowing, and in that someone, some pure soul, he is putting a garland around the neck of the master, which makes him more joyful. The enchanting form of the master reminded the devotees of Chaitanya, another incarnation of God. The enchanting form, the picture that is commonly we see kept in all the shrines of Sri Ramakrishna is not, because it is taken black and white, and perfection, that kind of perfection which we have now of color depiction and all were not there in those days. So we see there the exact version of his color, body color, and exact expressions to 100% has not come out. Still, he is expressing, Sri Ramakrishna seeing it says it's a Mahabhava, great excitement he is in highly intoxicated state, deep samadhi sthiti it is. And then his Holy Mother Sharda Devi explains the color of his body. When the golden amulet was put on his arm, it was merging in the color of the body. So bright color of the something like lotus, pinkish lotus, little tinge of yellowness. What a beauty it would be giving. The golden form, as if it is Shuddha Chaitanya. In Vivekananda in the Aarti song he says, Chidghana Kai. The body was of the Chidghana, Chaitanya, Ghana Chaitanya. Actually, in later on, when we enter into the Samadhi Sthiti of Savikalpa level, when we see the form of the Master just in the Chidakasha, space of consciousness, Chaitanya Akasha, Mahakasha, the space of matter, Chitta Akasha, space of mind, Chidakasha, the space of consciousness, the spiritual spirit, the Chaitanic space, the ultimate existence. In that, when you see the form of Sri Ramakrishna presents his own form because of the longing of the heart of the jiva. When we turn inward and transcend the dhyana sthiti and enter into the samadhi sthiti, then we see the form is like a marble statue, bright marble statue kept in open space without so like moon. Suppose it is moon is hanging like that in space, Sri Ramakrishna's form appears, and it will be as if thousands of moons. Sun is very harsh, moon is so cooling and bright, and one moonlight you can imagine. Suppose 1,000 moons are simultaneously shining with the same coolness, with same pleasantness. How bright that image would look like. The form of the Sri Ramakrishna will be shining with that beauty, with that perfection, with that purity, radiating intense peace, bliss, and pouring out love. So this is the form when the people put a garland around him. He is looking like, in Chaitanya Prabhu's life also we see a similar situation. Buddha, later on we see in Buddha's life, thousands of years back, Buddha's, when he comes back after his enlightenment back to the village, mother asks the son, that is, he leaves the small child and his wife and goes away. When he comes back later on, years after, as enlightened, mother goes, and that is the child's mother was once upon a time wife of the Buddha. She tells him, son, go and take from father your heritage. What you are a son of a enlightened soul. The father's all things child must get the property of the father. So go and ask it. The son asks, how will I recognize? So many hundreds of monks are sitting. How can I identify my father there? Because all are wearing girva cloth and moving about. Mother says, go and see. He is like bull among the herd. The moment you go and see, you don't need anybody to identify. The sun doesn't need any person to identify and show who is sun in the earth, what is moon in the sky amidst the stars. Like that, the identification. The sun doesn't need. You go and just to go, you will identify, he is my father. He is the enlightened one. So like that, Sri Ramakrishna's picture now, Sri Ramakrishna's image now. He is, all are dancing, but this divine dance in the center, when all are dancing, is entirely different. So much of beauty in the personality, the gaits, the way of present movements in divine ecstasy. Every movement will be pouring out beauty, bliss and love to the people. Peace is radiating everywhere. Reminded of Chaitanya, another incarnation of God. Master passed alternately through three moods of divine consciousness. The innermost, when he completely lost all the knowledge of the external world. External awareness completely dissolves. The moment the existence of the world also, exactly like you, external awareness dissolves when you enter into sleep. Like that, when you enter into higher levels of consciousness, we are passing through every day 3 levels of consciousness: waking, dreaming and deep sleep. Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti. Every day we are passing through three unrelated to each other. Then imagine I am entering into another level of consciousness, equally unrelated, but higher level of consciousness. As we enter the sleep, we are going lower and lower level of consciousness. Withdrawal, and then we become zero to expand. We have to become that our individual consciousness must become zero. Here it doesn't become zero to it expands to a higher level of consciousness. From waking state, Jagrat Sthiti, we are entering into Dhyana Sthiti, for still deeper, still clearer, still close to the reality. The waking state is so nice. When we enter into dream state, we are withdrawing our consciousness and we are entering towards the unreality. Waking is real to us now and dreaming is unreal to us. Though we are participating, we are directly experiencing it. It is unreal. We are moving towards unreal. And absence of everything in deep sleep. There is one vritti of absence of nothing exists. How we are moving towards unreality and dissolving to expand. Here it is not a withdrawal or it is not more real. Just like waking is more real than the dreaming. Waking is unreal compared to the spiritual entry of higher level. Dhyana Sthiti is a transition period between the samadhi and waking. It is like tantra between waking and nidra. Tantra is getting a state in between the sleep and waking. Just like that, the Dhyana Sthiti is something where you are losing the external but has not yet held the real, higher. You are aware of the two. When you enter there, it is more real than the other part. Waking becomes unreal. When you come back, there won't be the world at all. The world that you see totally dissolves. A divine world of divinity everywhere. God has become all this will be revealed to you in that state when you come back from the Samadhi Sthiti. So Sri Ramakrishna used to go every moment now and then into that Samadhi Sthiti and used to totally get lost in the Samadhi Sthiti. Sometimes Savikalpa, sometimes Nirvikalpa, and come back again to the waking state of this Jagrata Avastha. So this Vyuthana, when the internal, when he goes inside and completely oblivious of the world, he doesn't even know he has a body or this world is there. That is the indrawn state, the inmost state. We'll see in the next class the further ones. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.